Is that a head unit with a 9-inch screen for only $399? Wait. Is that a cheap Chinese radio? Nope. This is the Pioneer DMH-T450EX. And yes, it's got some good features, and yes, it's missing a few, but it's a name brand, so let's just check it out right now. So stay with us. Hey, what's up? Josh here from Break Your Stereo and Performance. Welcome to our channel that reviews all the best in car audio, suspension, performance, and more. Because we don't drive stock. And if you're like us, where stock doesn't cut it, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Okay, so most floating panel head units we've reviewed on this channel are $1,000 plus. Now we've compared them against each other and even against cheaper Chinese head units. But this is the first name brand 9-inch floating panel radio that we reviewed for $399. Now first off, it does not have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, so let's make that clear. It does have WebLink, but I'm definitely not a fan of WebLink. But let's give this thing a proper review. We'll go over the features, then we'll do an unboxing, and after that, we'll fire it up for a demonstration. After that, we'll go through our pros and cons list, along with our overall rating. Okay, let's get it. Now this is a digital multimedia player with AM/FM tuner and does not play CDs. As mentioned before, it's a 9-inch floating capacitive HD touchscreen display, and this fits in a double-DIN opening. Now most of your Pioneer NEX radios that are floating panel are single DIN, but this is a double DIN. This will play media loaded on a thumb drive with MP3, WMA, AAC, and high-res FLAC music files. Built-in Bluetooth for hands-free calling and music streaming. And this radio is 50 watts times 4 peak and 14 watts times 4 RMS. It does have 3 sets of 2-volt RCA preouts, front, rear, and sub. 13-band equalizer with 6 EQ presets. You do have bass boost and adjustable crossovers, and also a subwoofer control. There's a 3.5mm audio video input in the rear. Also, your USB input is on the rear. You do have a backup camera input, and it does come with a Bluetooth mic. Okay, that's it for features. Let's go ahead and unbox. All right, let's check this thing out. All right, start with the wiring. Let me pop this open real quick. All right, mounting hardware, USB extension, main harness, Bluetooth mic, and then these are inputs and outputs. Okay, so we have front, rear, and subwoofer, and the subwoofer is only a mono, so this will be a 5-channel. Okay, and then we have our rear view camera input, and then you have a rear monitor output. They can hook up a back screen too. Okay, let's see what else we got. All right, warranty card and owner's manual. This is the body, and the body is attached, or should I say, the monitor is attached to the body already, so you don't need to put that together. So, as mentioned before, this is a double DIN, which is different than the other ones. The other floating panel radios are single DINs, so this one is a double DIN. And I can say this, when these floating panels are double DIN, they're a little tougher to put in, or I should say not tougher. They are not as versatile, or they don't fit in as many vehicles as if they're just single DIN, okay? So that's something that should be noted. Okay, so you have these 2 levers on the inside here, and if you press these outward, you're able to adjust the screen either up or down. So that is the bottommost position there, as you can see. And then I'll do the upmost position. I can say it's a little tough to do, but if it's in the dash, once it's mounted, it's stable, and then you're able to, move it like I'm doing right now. So not that big of a deal. A little tough to do it while, it's not installed. Now on the front here, of course, it looks very similar to the 7600. The Pioneer logo, really clean. And when you power this up, the hard buttons will light up here. Okay, now on the back, we have the main harness here, and there's that 3.5 AV input. That's the plug for the RCA harnesses in and out, USB, steering wheel control adapter input, Bluetooth microphone, and then your AM/FM antenna. Okay, let's fire this thing up. Okay, so this is the main menu. This does have the EX software, not the NEX software. That's offered on the 86 and the 7600 and some of their upper double DIN radios. Okay, so tap here, we're going to radio. You got your presets and then tuning here. Okay, it's pretty responsive, so that's good. Bluetooth audio, USB, iPod, WebLink, phone, auxiliary, and then your camera view. So you're able to just pull up your camera if you have one hooked up. Just so you know, it does not swipe, all right? All right, now if we go into settings, all right, so we have our system language. So the USB setting is here, and you can either set that as iPod or web link, all right? Date and time, backup camera input, on or off, and then dimmer trigger, auto, or night or day. All right, we'll just set the auto. Scroll down, restore settings, system info, and then licensing. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is go here, and that's our theme. Go to backgrounds. There's a couple backgrounds already preset. I'm just going to go ahead and select that one. And then here's our audio settings. All right, so here we have EQ. This has a 14-band equalizer with some presets here. All right. If you wanted to adjust it, you would just go into custom. And then from this screen, you're able to adjust. So that's pretty responsive. You won't be able to adjust it like this. You have to actually pick a band and then adjust from here, okay? Just go. Okay, next you have balance and fade. All right, so you have some adjustments here. Your main volume, talking volume when using Bluetooth for phone calls, and then Bluetooth audio volume. Loudness on or off, bass boost from off up to 6, okay? And then you have your sub crossover. But this also gives you front and rear crossovers. All right, so let's check out the crossover points. You have 25, 32, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100, 125, 160, 200, and 250. Okay, so pretty wide range, so that's nice. So you can have the same crossover points for the rear and also for the sub. All right, and then you have your beep tone on or off. All right, before we wrap this up, let's go ahead and check out the web link. Although I'm not a fan, let's just see how it looks. All right, so once that's plugged in, if you have the WebLink app, it will populate, and then you're just going to hit share, agree to this. All right, so now I have this up. Right now I got music, okay. So here's videos. So we'll play videos. This is off my Apple Music. All right, so the screen, you know, it's not bad. It's not great, but you know, it's okay. I don't see a high pixel count on this, but I'm not sure. These are probably really compressed files. So maybe we can try YouTube. Let's see cast. All right, so calibration in process. Please do not touch your phone until the calibration has finished. If calibration fails, please check the FAQ section inside the WebLink app on your phone. So it has been a little while since I've used the WebLink app. Looks like they've changed a few things. Hopefully there are some improvements. All right, so it looks like it's a fail, so continue without touch control. All right, so let's see if there's any way that I can get YouTube to play. Now, I remember, if memory serves me correct, you were able to play YouTube before. All right, so let's just check out this trailer here. All right, so the picture, you know, it's not great, it's not fantastic. It's not an 8600 or 7600, of course. It's a $399 radio. It's watchable. I mean, that's all I can really say about it. But, you know, on WebLink, you're limited on what you're able to do. You know, if you were able to do Netflix and Hulu and things like that, then I would have liked it a little bit nicer. Super limited, only YouTube. You can do music, not that you would want to. Videos you could do if they're on your Apple Music account. These things, that doesn't seem like it's very useful. Yelp. Now, it does have Waze, so I do like that, okay? So let's check this out. All right, so you have to do broadcast mode. So basically what that is you'll have this screen that comes up that looks like this. Okay, and then it's gonna ask if you want to do broadcast mode, and then you hit open. Okay, now Waze is here. And then if you put it in landscape mode, it'll do a full screen. All right, touchscreen is not available. It looks like if you can get it to calibrate, it looks like that feature will work. I couldn't get it to calibrate. You could always go on your phone and type in where you wanna go. And then there you go, you have, you know, navigation off of that. And then I guess at that point, you can play music off of that. So let's try, let me hook up a speaker really quick. All right, so I got a speaker hooked up. Let's just say I'm playing the radio. And let's say I went into WebLink. Okay, so that's gonna cut that out. All right, so now that makes sense to me because if you're, let's see if you can play music, right? So play music. All right, so it's running, but there's no audio. All right. Obviously doing something wrong, or it's not working the way it's supposed to. You know, who knows? It's very glitchy. Could be a number of things, but this is the reason why. This feature is not very popular. All right, but here's what I would imagine. I imagine that it's supposed to work this way. You can play music, okay, and then also go to Waze and use Waze at the same time that you're using your music that's on your phone, okay? It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. Okay, that'll do it for the demo. Pros and cons, and let's start with the pros. The 9-inch capacitive touchscreen. It's a Pioneer's EX user interface, so it's decent. The crossovers and the EQ are good, and of course, the price. All right, and now cons. Now it's hard to gripe at this price, but I believe it should have had Apple CarPlay and Android Auto built in. I mean, how much is the software and licensing from Apple and Google? Maybe $100, $150? That still would have put this radio at about $500 to $550. For our overall rating, I'm going to give this a 4.25 stars for these 3 reasons. Number 1, a 9-inch floating capacitive touchscreen. Number 2, it's Pioneer. And number 3, it's only $399. Okay, if you're interested in this unit, we'll leave a link in the description below. Okay, that's gonna do it. My name is Josh, I'm with Breaker Stereo and Performance, signing off, and we'll see you guys next time.